You heard what I said? Chill. Y'all know I don't normally do this, right? So all I ask is you rock with me one time. Let go. Now that's a banger.
And we're on. Hello, everyone. I know I'm running late, but y'all know I do shit like that from time to time. Y'all know how I get.
My bad.
Don't even apologize. They know I be late. They know I'm late. But I am, look, see, I told y'all I was bringing people here. Peach Radio Show. It's not about me. It's about my guests. And who are you, guests? And tell them where you're from.
Well, you know, they call me Queen Fierce. Here I am. I finally made it out to this stew. I'm a little excited. And yes, I drove here from Philadelphia. Do y'all know where this studio is at? Because it's legit like in the boondocks a little bit.
No, they don't.
Okay. Well, it's in the docks. I'm just letting y'all know. And sis was like, "Oh, I need to get some gas because I was going all the way to the docks. The last place you want to be stuck without gas is in the docks." So I was like, "I need to get some gas," and I was actually right around the corner. I was like, "Well, I probably could have just made it and then pushed my way back to get." But whatever. But when you don't know where you going for real,
Yeah,
you can't take
nervous.
them type chances. So I ain't taking no chances. So thank you for your flexibility with a couple extra minutes so I don't get stuck out in the docks.
They know we
with
ghetto here. Right? Y'all know this is kind of ghetto. Even though we dress nice. Yeah, we dress nice, but y'all know we ghetto.
We got our face and she got her color lip. I got my lip on, everything, little hair popping, you know. But we still queens and professional.
Yeah, I try.
I like to say sophisticated.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Sophisticated, if you want to be fancy. What's sophisticated?
So tell them about what you do, where you do it at, everything. They want to know. People nosy on Peach Radio, so they nosy as shit.
Well, if you want to be nosy, I got a couple things going on. So I am Queen Fierce. That's Queen P-H-I-E-R-C-E. You can hit me up on Facebook and Instagram at that name. I am a poet. I am a community organizer. I am a radio show host. I have acted. I have danced. I have written books. I have been on TV and now I'm doing it again. But I'm all over. I love to perform. People know me as a poet. I'm Philadelphia based, but I do travel for poetry. International poet is like how they like this, the technical term of it. I've been overseas and shit, performing poetry and things.
40 poet.
So, you know, and I do the range, you know. So sometimes it's like sassy and classy, and other times it's like I'm black and I'm proud, and other times it's a little sexy. So I'm a well-rounded dope ass queen.
Yeah, do it. Look, she makes
How's
me
that?
look shabby on my own damn show.
Oh no!
Because I'm not a poet. I ain't been international. Well, I guess I have been international if you watching me in your living room in Australia somewhere.
Or somewhere.
Somewhere.
Wherever.
But I'm glad y'all joined me. How you doing, Amber? How you doing, Smack? You are under the Peach Radio Show thing. Talk about share. Could you please use your name so I'll know who you are? For those of you that are lurking and just look and say hello.
Lurkers. Oh,
Tonight's topic is pansexuality. Are you a pansexual? Do you think you are one? And then just plain know what the fuck is a pansexual.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this. I am not. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, somebody called me QP. Like very few people call me QP, but I love that. I love when people call me QP. So please keep that party rolling. Yeah, so I mean, I stand to have an education on pansexuality because I know probably like this much about it, but there's people out there who know a whole lot about it, especially if you practice it. Like if you're practicing pansexual,
How do you be
so
a
please,
practicing pansexual?
I mean, like
That's
you know,
your life. Like
you
a
did
practicing
and you
lesbian?
did, you did and you did.
Oh Lord. Well,
But we're not talking about me with that. We talking
Oh
about
Lord. Well, look, I'm gonna pay the bills. Let's get these affiliates in. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
don't go nowhere.
I want y'all to tell me, do you know what a pansexual is when I come back? Okay? Don't go nowhere. Keep it locked. Peach Radio Show.
Four sides with the frame, that's the picture. I'm not playing with you. Put me in the game. No fuss, we official. Can you help me see what you see, baby? I've been plotting for a while. Pay attention. I made it a mission. Ay, the body commanded me. The body commanded thee. Ay, me and you, pleasure be all night.
Coming back. All right, y'all. So we are back. What you say, Nate? Big as the city is simultaneously that small.
That's true.
Oh, it's about Philly?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't know no damn body when I lived there briefly. But I didn't come outside and I ain't do much either.
Yeah. I think once you come outside, you realize how everybody is connected. I
Yeah,
know when
that's
I
true.
started, like, I guess in the life, if you want to deem it that, the life, right? I was just out and about making friends, but I never knew like who was connected to who. And so when I started my group with 4P, I was
Okay.
just like inviting everybody. For people who don't know 4P, People Poetry Potluck
I
and
wasn't
Pros.
invited to nothing.
Now don't do that because you came to one of my 4Ps. Don't you do that. We was in the backyard and you had that lady with you. It was a whole thing. So don't act like
that
you
lady.
ain't not, listen, I'm not shouting out nobody's names because I don't listen. I don't be wanting no trouble. I just see, this is the thing. This is how it all started. I started 4P and people was coming to the 4P because I invited them, not knowing that like I invited their ex from 2 years ago. And of course I didn't know I invited their ex from 2 years ago because I was just meeting everybody, you know? So we've had our share of love, hate, fights, makeup.
I had a great time at that
breakups.
party. But y'all almost got me in trouble.
You
I
can't.
thought I was gonna get my ass kicked afterwards. That party was
I
slamming.
feel like you were getting yourself in trouble.
No, I wasn't.
I feel like whatever
I was
trouble,
participating in the festivities.
I feel like whatever trouble came was not a result of what I presented, but rather how you reacted
Yo,
to
she
what
was getting me
I
in trouble.
presented. I was just being a
she
good
had
host.
a kissing game, and
Did I have a
I had a friend. Hey, Chris, I had a friend there with me, and I decided to play
Was that a kissing
game that I pretend like I didn't know was a kissing game. But we're gonna leave that there. We're gonna leave that there.
I think this was one of my intoxicating
Woo,
nights.
yeah,
because I
yeah.
don't-
We all were intoxicated, and
know if I
almost got
remember.
ran over by my own car leaving your party.
Why does people always have these stories about leaving my parties that I find out years later?
Oh my God. That had to be like 2 or 3 years. 'cause I haven't
Yeah, it's
seen
been a
her in
while.
that. Yeah. Almost got ran over by a car, but
Almost got ran over by a car, she said.
yeah. Like, oh my God. I'm going to die. All
I'm going
because-
to die because I wanted to play games at the 4P. Get out of here. I did not initiate such games. I just make really good punches and build fires.
Her
That's my
party
job.
got me into several situations after that. The car incident and then a club incident. But we ain't going to get into all
We don't
that.
have, we can get into
We ain't going to
after.
get into all of
Right,
that.
after the video, because I need to know the back real stories. I feel like we always be like, Whenever we chat about business. You ain't be like, girl, when I left your party, I ain't know none of this.
D keeps all my secrets.
I'm gonna start having people sign disclaimers when they enter the palace, because I cannot be held responsible for anything that occurs. I just can't be held responsible.
Is off the hook. But let's get back to pansexuality. I asked you guys, what is a pansexual? Do you know? Do you have an idea? What do you think it is?
Tell us more.
What do you think it is?
I think it is someone who is attracted to people. Period. Doesn't matter like who you are, male, female, trans, non-binary. I identify as they. All that kind of. It doesn't matter how you identify that person. The pansexual is going to love you. Hey, D is on there.
Yeah.
Hey, D.
Yep. I agree with you, but I like to take it on a spiritual level. I think the pansexual is the most evolved person on fucking earth.
Tell me more.
And the reason why I say that is because in order for you to be able, the capability to love everyone, that's godlike.
That is.
You're looking past gender. You're looking at a soul. Mm-hmm. All right, we already got a caller.
Here we go.
Oh Lord.
Here we go.
Thank you for calling the Peach Radio Show. Who am I speaking with?
The number one pansexual. I'm trying to stay sexual. Dag on the mic.
Here we go.
I'm done.
Everywhere.
I'm done.
You pan-see-me.
Oh my God! Now,
hello.
You ain't no damn pansexual.
Hello, Azure.
Listen. Let me say this to you. Am I on?
Yes, you are on. You are on. Hey, C Coffin.
All right, I'm on in more ways than one. Praise God for whom all blessings flow. Listen, y'all. This is the gayest show on the planet, and I love it. Okay. I love this shit, y'all. I wish y'all could see me. I'm drinking Henny to y'all. I'm drinking Golden Monkey. I got perks. I got weed. I got.
You supposed to be talking about pansexuals.
Not the Golden Monkey.
You supposed to be talking about pansexuals. You talking about what you drink.
Man, I thought it was my show. You know, my attention whore.
See?
All right. Here we go. Pansexuality to me, y'all, is basically, I'm going to break it down.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a breakdown moment.
There was one point, there was this guy named Peter, okay?
Uh-huh.
And Peter hung out with these lost boys, okay? These niggas was lost. And, sorry, we on
what show is Wait. Are you talking about a movie?
D sound like Medea trying to talk about scripture. That's what she sound like right now.
That's what you do.
Talk about your story.
So pansexuality was a guy named Peter, everyone, and he hung out with these people called the Lost Boys, okay? And they hung out, playing around, if you know what I mean. And then there was this chick named Tinkerbell that flew around, she was about 1 inch tall. And Peter enjoyed the Lost Boys very much so. But then he used to enjoy her too. I mean, he never was able to stick his thing in her because she'd fly around, Can't happen. She's tiny. So, whatever the case is, Peter would fly around like a fairy from time to time and a little,
But he loved her because he loved all things. Is that where this is going?
So that means that, in Greek mythology, there was Pan, there was the mythical creature Pan that was half human and half goat. You think I don't know nothing, Y'all think I'm drinking over here and I'm stupid.
We see you, see. We're going to get to your comment next, too.
Because I used to play the drums and we had to play classical music, so there's actually like a play about Pan and all that. And, Goat Man and all that, like a centaur. Some of you black women are centaurs. Megan Thee Stallion's a centaur. That's why it's called Megan Thee Stallion. She's a fat ass. She's all this front. And that's all you see. Is half ass and the half leg.
Oh, my God.
Somewhat like Peter. Let's get back to Peter. somewhat like Peter.
These are facts.
Lost boys like, but he like ladies, but like looking like a little lady too. So that's some pan shit. Peter to the fucking pan.
Sexual.
Pansexuality.
Oh Lord, thank you for calling out your crazy ass.
Alright, you know I'm always representing. Make sure y'all check out the NAB show is coming up. Yeah, I mean we gonna get it in that ass bitch. So that's me.
Yeah, NAB is coming. And we were just talking about how you know all the secrets that happened to me at the Station party, but y'all gotta discuss that afterwards.
Oh yeah.
No, that's not a Peach Radio show thing. You know what? Bye. We love you. Get off the damn phone.
But y'all keep rocking, man. Plug in or just where it says stay plugged.
Love you, D.
Love y'all.
Well, there you have it. A new definition of pansexual.
Peter Pan sexuality.
And you know what, Chris J, you stop co-signing these stuff.
Shenanigans.
I'm still in the Peter Pan definition.
Right, shenanigans.
Thank you, Renee. I'm glad you love the Peach Radio Show. Thank you. Brandon, you are cracking the hell up. See, you know what tell me what a pansexual is, see. And please don't tell me Peter Pan. Some damn little fairy dust and all. Well, that does sound like a gay ass story.
I mean, and if he truly loved the fairy, that would support our definition of loving all things.
Got another caller.
Here we go.
What's the callers with you? What the?
It's these pansexuals. I ain't
You
doing.
on the Peach Radio Show. Who am I speaking with?
You are speaking to C.
Hey, C.
How are you ladies doing this evening?
We are well. Thank you.
Much blessing for this show. I am so proud of you ladies.
Thank you.
So the true definition of a pansexual is someone that does not care about the biological. It doesn't care whether the sex of the person. They're just a person that, like you said earlier, is just truly attracted to anybody, whether it's their cousin, their sister, their aunt,
Oh Lord.
the lady across the street, the man across the street, the milkman, you know.
So that's inclusive of family members,
I don't
you
think it's
saying?
inclusive of family members. Just all love.
She said, Auntie, you can love Auntie too. I ain't loving Auntie like that. I love my Auntie, but I ain't gonna love Auntie
I
like
think she
that.
was just trying to be giving generalization. Like, she trying to expand.
Just
it's a
anybody,
metaphor.
right?
It's a metaphor.
Anybody except for people in your family. I'm just not gonna condone that.
Yeah, it was getting a little freaky.
Right? Amber said, not my family.
Yeah, there is boundaries. And it definitely are.
Right.
I mean, it's to each his own, but you know, LGBT, I just can't. I think all my family members are very attractive, but not on the sense that I want to label them.
Oh, okay. I think that I can agree with you on pansexuals loving different people, but I think when you get into incest, that's another lane.
Yeah.
That's another
That's a whole
lane.
nother.
Lane, yes.
Yeah.
So when it comes
Very
to
much so.
incest, you could be a incestuous heterosexual person, LGBT person, but it just doesn't per se the average pansexual person is just screwing around like that. I don't
Yeah.
But you know, like a lot of people do that, but they still have. Some people have limitations to how they do it too.
Yeah, everybody
you know,
does.
Some people do have respectful limitations, but the average pansexual, the true defining of it, they don't have no limitation. But some people do have a respect, but they're almost as close to being a bisexual.
A little different.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's
a
different.
But
Bisexual is
They
a
like
gender-based thing.
Yeah.
That's
I-
a
that's
gender-based.
true.
Yep.
Well, ladies, I am super, super proud of you. Thank you for taking this
Thank
call.
you.
I'm glad to be on your show, Peach Plug. Thank you for accepting my friend
Oh,
request.
yeah.
It's a pleasure. Much blessing to you, ladies.
Thank
And I'm
you.
definitely about to share on my page. Like,
Thank
right
you so much. And make sure you call again. Don't be a stranger.
now. Oh, for sure, for sure. Peace and blessings to you, ladies.
Thank
Peace.
you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night. Now, what did you think about that? I don't
Interesting
agree with
perspective.
that.
Well, I think where it got a little blurry is pansexuals just don't care. Like I think that there are still boundaries
There
involved
are.
with who you decide to love. Like when we define pansexuality as you just loving anybody, I think it's more on a level of what you said as far as loving someone despite how they identify.
Yep.
Not just I'm just going to love anybody walking down the
Yeah,
street.
no. See, I think, and that's why we have this show so we can have these discussions. Number one, with any identity that's in the LGBTQ family, stop making us look like we're freaks.
Right.
It's not about sex.
It's not about that.
It's just not. When you do that, you put us in a box. We have another caller.
Another
You
caller.
don't put all the callers, which I'm telling you, I don't know. Thank you for calling the Peach Radio Show. Who's speaking? Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, this is Amber calling in.
Hi, Amber.
I could not just sit here and write comments after that last call in. Like, seriously, incest?
Yeah.
I'm
She
kinda
did
lost
say
here.
no
Like, I'm
offense.
bisexual, and I can promise you I don't look at any of my family like that. Like, that's toward me. And even as, like, a psychology major, that's really toward me.
Yeah.
Amber, do you identify as
Yes, she's
pansexual?
pan,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So can you give us like a concrete?
I got her clip. I'm gonna
yeah?
play your clip,
Okay.
Amber. As a matter of fact,
Okay.
I'm gonna play your clip. I have two clips because I believe that people should represent themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna play Amber's clip and I'm gonna play Chris J's clip, and they're gonna tell you exactly what a pansexual is. But continue,
Well.
Amber.
I'm so floored. Like, Jay's sitting across from me, and we're watching it, and he's like, don't do it.
I know Jay. Listen, me and Jay was in the trenches earlier about trans, so we always going in those.
Touchy.
I'm floored. Like, how do you even correlate the two? And, incest runs so much in even heterosexual.
Yes.
You can't even say it's like
And
pansexual. Like, people
pedophilia.
have this distorted thought of someone that's pansexual, and that's so frustrating.
Yes.
It's not about your family members or animals, and even the comparison with, like, the animal, like, that's not pansexual at all.
No, well, people always associate LGBT, even us that's in the community, associated with sex when you don't understand, which is weird when you are LGBT. I don't
Exactly.
get that.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with sex. It's not a freakish moment where you just, I'm a lesbian, I just gotta fuck everybody, I'm a this, I'm that. No, it doesn't
People
work
have
like
these
that.
perceptions
No.
about
No,
what
and
that
most
means.
of the time you don't even care about sex. It's more of connecting
Connection.
on, like, a much deeper level than that.
No, it's, to me, like I said, pansexuals is close to God because you can love anyone based on, and to me, it's a spiritual thing. Spirits connecting.
Yes, but not an ancestral thing.
Right.
It's these comments.
Go
though.
ahead, Jay.
Well, I will let you ladies go. I'm enjoying the show, and what you have to say.
Okay.
All right, I can't wait to see your clip, Amber.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to play your clip now, Amber.
All right,
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
bye.
So I'm going to play Amber's clip. I hope this give y'all some sort of clarity. Again, I thank you for calling. And I'm glad you did say what you said, because now that you're here, hopefully you can walk away with a better understanding. That's what the goal of this show is for everyone to say, okay, I thought this, but I learned this, and now I'm a better person.
And even with, because C mentioned that they are educated, even with being educated, you can always
Yeah.
walk away with a different
Yep.
perspective, even if you didn't think or view it in that way.
Yep. So here goes Amber's clip. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Hi, I'm Amber, and I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about pansexual. I am a 36-year-old woman, and I identify as pansexual. I didn't always identify as pansexual and didn't even really know what it was till about 2 years ago. And that's when I realized that I am pansexual. So, by definition, pansexual is sexual, romantic, or emotional attraction towards people regardless of their sex or gender identity. As my boyfriend and I both like to say it, I love hearts, not parts. So I believe that you should love someone based upon who they are and the connection that you have with them, not necessarily their gender or what's in their pants. So that's my tidbit on pansexuality. Feel free to always reach out to me. Have a great day.
To identify.
Hey, we are back. So I'm hoping that you guys got something from Amber's clip. I loved it. I watched it earlier. What do you guys think about the clip? What did you think? What did you learn or take from it? Amber Lee said, I don't think it's a choice as much as educating yourself. Society says you should be heterosexual. Well, yeah, heterosexuality is the definite norm. But we're going to change that, right? We're going to change that. We're going to educate some hearts and minds. Oh, we got another.
It's another caller, y'all.
You don't brought everybody with you.
I ain't even tell nobody I was coming.
Thank you for calling the Peach Radio Show. Who am I speaking with? 1 second. Speak again. Hello? Yep, I can hear you. Hi. Hey, Nate, I know it's you because you're the only person that called me Peachy. Wait a minute, 1 second. Why is it not connecting?
So, like, you know, everybody should, whether or not they acknowledge that. Too many titles enough to get. That's just my personal opinion. Everybody's gonna have their own take on it. I don't have a problem with pansexuality, to be honest.
Yeah.
Personally, it just feels like, okay, we're gonna put you in this box and that box and that box and that box. It gets to be too much for me.
Right.
That's just simple. But I did see the definition. Makes sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad it did because, again, you know how my show go. We like y'all to laugh and leave with knowledge.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all, I'm going to slide. I just wanted to say that.
All right. Thank you for calling.
No problem.
All right. Bye. Oh, that was Nay. Okay, so people learning again.
Little Sal.
Yeah, I'm accomplishing some shit, and I don't even have a degree. I'm not a teacher. What the fuck?
You know I'm a teacher, though, right?
Being fluid within your sexuality spiritually is a beautiful thing. Okay, so Jay, is being fluid and a pansexual the same thing? Is that what?
Yeah, we were just talking about this. I think, when I think of fluidity, I think more about gender identification rather than sexuality. But I guess there's an element of fluidity that's in your sexuality, especially when talking about pan.
Okay. Chris J says sometimes people get this mixed up with being polyamorous. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's definitely not the same.
Polyamorous is just totally different.
Yeah, it's not the same.
That's different. Anybody could be polyamorous. You could be a heterosexual polyamorous person. Jay said they can be both in a sense. I'm gonna be really honest here. I'm candid on this show. When people ask me what's my sexuality, I say I'm fluid because I got children. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't.
But I also think like your identity comes in stages. So maybe in one part of your life you had a preference that is now different than this stage in your life. I don't think that means you have to identify that way forever.
Yeah,
I feel like my sexuality has been in stages, and one day I just grew up and was like, well, I like what I like.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I'm gonna graduate to being a pansexual person because, again, for me, being a spiritual person, I don't see bodies. I see souls. I see great people. I fall in love with great people that's kind and love it. I don't see all of that.
Now, if you identify as pan, do you still prefer, like, even though you may love or see love in all beings, do you still prefer women sexually? Like, is that still possible?
I would prefer the person that I'm with sexually.
Right.
So
but and does that have to link with your identity? So it's like, oh, I'm pan because I love all
I have the
different kinds of
capability
people.
to love all
Right.
kinds of people.
Or am I lesbian because I prefer to be
You're lesbian because you prefer to be with women.
right.
Yeah.
I'm asking for a
Yeah.
friend. Yeah.
To be honest, like you said, I agree. And me and Nay had this discussion on her show that she invited me on. She asked me what's my sexuality. I told her I believe that I'm fluid because I just love I can fall in love with a great person. Mm-hmm. As far as preference, I prefer the great person that I pick. Like, they're the great thing that I want. So I guess I would be, in a sense, fluid or pansexual. Mm-hmm. And then also for me, like I said, I have been with men. That's right, Nye. I had it right. She got it wrong with me. You made me get it wrong. It's Nye.
I didn't say.
I had it right
I
always.
said Nay. Did I say Nay?
Yeah, it's
my
Nye.
bad. My
So,
bad. She's right.
Yeah, I think that I might be pansexual. And I cannot deny. Me saying that I'm a lesbian is denying a relationship that I had with someone else to me, male, and I cannot do that because I liked the relationship when I was with it. It just didn't work.
Get into these
So,
comments. Get into these comments.
Chris J said, but open to everyone always. Okay, Amber Lee said, I believe as pan, I don't have a preference. It's about who I'm in. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's about who you're with. That soul, that person, that beautiful person that exists in your world and nobody else does. It's just that person. But you got to evolve to be that. That's why I said people always mistake pansexuals or bisexuals being some sexual freaks that's just on everybody. It's not like that for me. I meet a person, I love that person, and that's who I want to deal with until I don't want to deal with you. Like the average person. They said no worries. The people say it wrong all the time. That's why I have people call me Dutch. I can't call you Dutch because it's already a Dutch that follow this show. Y'all gonna confuse me. Jay said emotional connections are deeper than any intimacy in my eyes. Yes, it is. C says, so how different would this be from an open relationship for those with a mate that label themselves as a pansexual?
I think once you get into dealing with
an open relationship,
right, more than one person, that's
poly.
That's a different lane.
Yes.
So that's not about who you're dealing with.
Right.
That's about how many people you're dealing with.
See, that's called...
That comparison should be open relationship versus poly. And
right.
Not
right. Pan. Right. A pan person, like I said, it has nothing to do with I'm pansexual, I'm crazy, I'm just going to be fucking everybody. It just doesn't work like that. You can have a monogamous relationship and be pansexual and bi. This is a misconception when it comes to people like, and I'm in tons of groups, especially lesbians are the most judgmental group.
Women.
That's
what they would say. Women.
It's crazy. The most judgmental, but one acceptance. Mm-hmm. It amazes me. So basically, and for lack of a better word, stop thinking pansexuals are whores. They're not whores.
There you have it.
It could be lesbians can be whores,
and they are.
Gay men can be whores,
and they are.
Homosexuals can be,
and they are.
People can be whores.
People are people when
Yes.
it comes down to it.
It's like this. I am this. Now,
It's
if I
not
cheat,
homosexuality. I'm sorry, the comment got me.
oh Lord, this is not homosexual. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's a great one.
Chris said,
I'm a whore though. Oh, Chris.
y'all
Oh,
getting me
my
with
God.
these
Y'all are
comments. I was
crazy.
not ready for it. I did not come here for all this.
I told you my crowd is crazy as hell. But since I got Chris here, I'm gonna play Chris's clip.
All
Chris
right.
is a pansexual.
Let's hear from this.
And I love Chris's clip also. Don't go nowhere. Keep it locked. Keep your mind open. Be ready to learn. Here is Chris J.
Hey Peach, it's Chris J from the Coffee with Chris show, and I know your topic is being pansexual, and I am pansexual. And being pansexual to me is someone who is attracted to all genders, not any binary gender, but all genders. Sometimes when I think most people think of bisexuals are people who are attracted to binary genders, meaning cis men and cis women. But being pansexual means that you're attracted to not just cisgendered men or cisgendered women, but you are also attracted to transgendered people as well as non-binary people. So that's my take on being pansexual, and has nothing to do with being promiscuous. It has everything to do with attraction. And I hope that helps, and have a great show. Thank you so much for having me on. Bye.
And we're back. Chris J, thank you so much. I appreciate you for supporting the show. My daggone thing fell, but that's fine. Everybody, please watch Coffee with Chris every morning at 10 a.m. You gotta tune in. I'm telling you.
Every morning?
Yes.
Oh, I
Chris
gotta catch
is
it.
Oprah Winfrey. I am Wendy Williams.
And who am I? Gail?
No, you like Queen Latifah.
Hey!
See, you got a whole ensemble for you to watch. You got Queen Latifah, Wendy Williams, and then you got Oprah in the mornings. What? Listen, I'm giving you more than knowledge. I'm giving you something to watch.
Yeah, I am on tomorrow night actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, see, listen, y'all. I'm giving it to you. See, you ain't gotta watch my ratchet ass all the time. I'm giving y'all some diversity.
Some diversity. I thought I was going to be good. I'm so glad you said Queen Latifah, because I thought I was Gail, and I was like, oh, Lord.
No.
Cut me out, child.
Jay said Steve Harvey over here.
Yes.
Oh, my God. I'm telling you. C says, she appreciate everyone on here giving her the tea and the knowledge. Anytime,
Yes.
C, this is what this show is about. We laugh, but at the end of the day, it's about learning without, all the harshness, and all the big words. You ever try to watch something, you're learning something, and everybody is using science, trigonometry? No, not everybody's going to find that relatable.
Right.
Talk normal.
Talk regular.
Some of us went to public school.
We understand regular.
Anytime, Chris, I will come to your show. I just been waiting for you to invite me. You
just gonna invite Peach and just.
It's a privilege to get on Oprah's show. Everybody wants to go to Oprah.
You're not
everybody want to get talked about on Wendy Williams.
You're not gonna invite Queen Latifah to you.
Oh my God!
Just gonna take Wendy, huh?
Yeah. See, everybody loves how you doing. And true one, how you doing? Oh Lord! Oh my God!
We should have had you on the couch so you could be in the chair over there, so you can cross your legs and get your tea, get your cup.
Jay said, educating others so they can pass on the knowledge. Yeah, I try to. And one thing I love about my audience is that if I get off key, I love that y'all put me right back on. right back in.
Yes.
And then y'all educate me. So, it's a process. Let's face it, I'm old as shit. Like, most old people don't even take the time to learn this shit. Like, past 35, you don't give a fuck what is going on, right? Be honest, you don't care. But I'm taking the time. I want to learn.
Yeah, that's the first step. You have to want to learn.
Yeah, you got to. Because I want to be in. If you walk up to me and say I'm a boo-boo sexual, I want to know what it is. What is that? I need to know. I need to understand.
Did you say a boo-boo sexual?
Yeah, what up? You know it's going to be something new. And then we got children. They going to come in and be like, boo-boo, I'm a boo. You got to know what that is. You got to be quick. Okay,
Right.
It's okay, honey. A boo-boo okay, well, we going to handle that. It shouldn't be a shocker. Like, for me in 2021, how are people still shocked and amazed when their kids say, I'm trained? What? How are you still shocked?
You better get with the program.
Get with the goddamn program.
And I just feel like, people are old school or whatever you want to call it. But you got these kids out here that are learning about their identities, which they're going to do whether you support them or not. So why not just support them? Because they need it.
Right.
The whole world is against them.
Yep.
The whole world is against anybody who's going to identify against the norm. So please support. Just everybody needs a little support. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Stop doing that to these kids, y'all.
I have my series coming out called Fuck Social Norms. And I'm always looking for people to be in these shows. So just pay attention to my pages because I will start doing casting calls for Fuck Social Norms. And we're going to get crazy and we're going to dispel some of these biblical myths, okay? We're going to get into it. So please, always watch my page because I be asking. The first one is going to be crazy. The Orderhead, oh my God. I got some crazy ass people in there.
I was hearing about this.
Yeah, I got D. I got Quran.
Oh.
Yeah. It's going to be fucking crazy. It's crazy as shit. It's definitely crazy.
I can't wait for this level of entertainment I'm about to embark on.
Oh, God. So Jay said representation matters. I didn't have a reflection of myself growing up. I didn't either. I mean, I saw gay men. I saw drag. I saw not too many lesbians, pansexual. I didn't, I guess they would have been called freaks when we was growing up, right?
Right.
She's a freak.
Because I think it was
she's a
somebody
queer.
said that the language didn't exist.
Yeah,
Chris said that this
didn't.
language didn't even exist. So all of these things were nothing is new under the sun.
Right.
So all of these things have been happening as long as the day, how do they say the saying? The day is long or old as the day. Whatever, how they say it. This shit been going on forever. It ain't new. But along the way, it has been identified over and over again as different things.
Okay. Okay, Chris. Chris said I gotta feed my wife, but check out Coffee with Chris tomorrow morning. I'm doing an extra long episode, 2 hours, news and question of the day. I'll be in there.
Hop on.
I will be in there. Amber Lee said, unfortunately, some people think that if children or teens know their identity, they are too young to decide. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I do think that parents kind of brush us off, and I don't think it has anything to do with the child. I just think the parent is not prepared to face the reality of their child being a sexual being. I think that's just too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they also only know what they're taught. So if you're growing up in an environment where it's like, you get up, you go to church, you get married, you don't have sex until marriage, you wait to have babies, you take care of house or home, the man is supposed to provide. Like, that's the kind of upbringing that you had. They don't know what else to teach. And it really takes a level of educating yourself beyond, outside of what you've been taught and what you've grown up in.
That's true. The funny thing that amazes me about old school parents, you believe what was given to you, but you can't believe something new. Like, a lot of them, they're literally, and I don't mean to be a jerk by saying it, they're literally wearing electric chairs around their neck. I call crosses electric chairs, but that's what the fuck it is. It's nothing but it was a form of torture. just like your electric chair. That's all it is. And they still wear it, but they need to move on, move past this, and again evolve. And again, I'll say it again. I believe that pansexuals are the most evolved people spiritually. And I think, eventually we probably as a society will get there. We're supposed to evolve. It's just crazy. I think we're all just in different stages of evolution, but that's just my thinking. That's how I see the world.
But I mean, how you love is just, I feel like, one level of spirituality.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that contribute to your spirituality. It's probably not the most fair thing to say they're the most spiritual person.
For me, I think they are, because it's closest to God. If God created everything, he must love it,
and does.
Yeah. So closest thing, a person that can love everything without judgment, without. Yeah, not to say that, you get with the person and then you feel some kind of that. Yeah, you do. But the ability to look past it all. And then if you a person that's not racially motivated, oh my God, do you see how
that's also a different level.
That's a lot of giving. That's a lot of love. So shout out. I respect pansexual. I respect all the letters. I always have something positive to say about all of them. But to me, pansexuals, it's just like, damn. If I needed to see God in a body, I think it would be closer like that. I can see it there versus the limitations of all the other things. I can see it there. You can give me
perspective,
a nice, great perspective on people, because you're not judging it based off of all these different things. It's just this soul is this, and I can respect it. That's how I see it. But you see it different. I see it that way. Pansexuals, I think God is a pansexual. I'm sorry. God may be a pansexual. God may be a pansexual. Shit.
God, are you listening?
You'll tell me, God, right?
But God, I mean, I don't know. God doesn't need. God is. This is a whole subject.
This is a whole other topic.
Because I don't know. Because I think sexuality also brings in that concept of attraction, and God doesn't need that.
Well, he had sex with Mary, allegedly.
He didn't have sex with her. He impregnated her. He didn't have.
Okay.
He did it right. It was a spiritual seed. This is sounding like a whole nother show.
Oh, Lord. Amberly said, I agree. Jay often wonders why things don't bother me, but I just don't get angry very often. That's me. A lot of stuff don't bother me unless it's just evil.
Right.
Like it's just a flaw in humanity. It's got to be like evil. Somebody that's taking advantage of somebody that's hurting somebody. Like if it's absolutely evil, it burns my. But anything that's just small and human, I'm like, okay, that's just some
right.
shit.
You can get beyond that.
Yeah, I'm past that. Nye said religion is complicated as hell because it depends on which text you're reading under what subject, and that's true. And Nye, I have spent my life, because I was an at-home mom for almost 20 years, I think, researching religion.
And religion is a whole different animal because religion is so much different than spirituality.
Yep. I studied religion, and once you get past that, and which, like I said, you got to graduate, I think you get to spirituality. But I've studied it to the point where I have studied African oral tradition, and it's much different. The origins is different from what you're reading, but that's a whole different show.
Yes, of course.
But back to pansexuality, I hope everybody learned something walked away. I'm happy that C did. Did you learn anything? Did you get?
I did. I really enjoyed the conversation. Enjoyed taking in everybody's perspective. These comments was popping. Y'all the show. Forgive me. I feel like y'all could have did this without me. What I'm doing here, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just good. Especially Amber and Chris giving their personal accounts. Hey, I'm gonna go back and watch the show later on to get some tidbits and expand my own education.
Yeah, and then we need to have a show on lesbians because, again, that's a hat that
Lesbians.
I don't fit in that hat. I think that just for me, I don't fit. But I know plenty of lesbians, and I love them. We should have that talk. So whoever's a brave lesbian that's willing to come on here with me and have these discussions, let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it popping. And don't mind me because I'm going to say whatever wild shit I got on my mind. Jay said, oh, Lord, it will go down.
All the way. Basement.
Amber said, thank you both for doing this show. I have enjoyed. I'm glad you did. Before y'all go, damn, I forgot the video. Let me play this beautiful music video. Y'all know I support LGBT artists business all the time. I suggest that you support LGBT business and artists all the time. Okay, we need to support one another. This is Blow the Whistle by Queen D. We're gonna be back. It's not over. We're gonna have a little bit of a discussion, and then I gotta share a brand new clothing line coming straight out of Delaware. And she's looking for models that's in the state. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Four sides with the frame, that's the picture. I'm not playing with you. Put me in the game. No fuss, we official. Can you help me see what you see, baby? I've been plotting for a while. Pay attention. I made it a mission. Ay, the body commanding me. The body commanded me. Me and you, pleasure P. All night, in between. I want the better, hit it at the pole. I want a super big daddy when I'm in the room. See, I tryna get you every night, leave that bit for you. The motion in the ocean, LA rock the boat. Can you feel me? I'm throwing the town. Blow the whistle. Get your hand. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. That loud. 4 wishes. I'ma grab them all. Cope with your feelings. Damn, I dropped the ball. I ain't no average Joe. Cut from a different horse road, yeah. Ain't you with it? If so, don't tell me no. All I wanna give is give me more. Feel me, not can feel me near and small, yeah. Yeah. All is fair, who's keeping score? Yeah, I go to war, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want it all the time, like Jeremiah, get the picture. I'm all inside, swimming side like the fishes. Ay. I put the B aside, on my side it's official. Ay. Wanna be my baby, baby girl? It come with something different. Ay. Yeah, no boasting, got me open. Fuck a swinging door. Ay. No games with me. Call it what you want, just don't call my phone. Ay. Playing a love game, baby. Leave it on the court. Ay. Blow the whistle. Get your heart. Ay. Blow the
We are back. Did y'all like that video? That was by Queen D, Blow the Whistle. She has a lot of great material. Follow her on YouTube, or you can go on my page. She's under Queen D. LGBT artist, awesome. I love her because it's eccentric. I love eccentric shit. It's different. But that is our show, I guess. Thank you to Queen Fierce for joining me. Did you have a good time?
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I came. Honestly, I did not know what to expect, but I feel like this was right up my alley. So, thanks for having me. And
you're welcome. Come back anytime. And let me just share this clothing line. First is Avaji, www.avaji.com. It is a lesbian-owned brand. Check them out. They are doing an opening in Christiana Mall. Oh, nice. I will have the flyer on my page, so look out for Avaji. And Karan, if you know Karan, he is a model for Avaji.
Nice.
So, again, if you know anything about me, you understand that I am a supporter of everything LGBT. I like building relationships within the community, because once I have a relationship with you, it's just like you having a relationship with the people that I know. And so I refer you, because I think as a community we can do well. We stick together. But that's our show. Do you got any closing remarks? Tell them where to follow you.
Yeah, just follow me. I'm Queen Fierce. That's Queen PHIERCE. So it's Fierce with a PH on Facebook and Instagram. You can go to my website, www.queenfierce.com. You can book me, buy merch, see some of my shows, see some of my performances. I'm out here a little bit.
Yeah.
So come check me out.
All right, y'all. Well, I thank everybody for joining us. I will see y'all next Tuesday. Stay on my pages. I will tell you what the topic is. We always have a good time on this goddamn show. Jay, I may make the topic about that controversial post that was placed on my page that caused a real big stir. But I'm going to think about it. But y'all have a good night. Talk to y'all next week.
Good night, y'all.
Thursday, join us for Behind Closed Doors, 8:30 p.m. They always with the shits. Good night,
put
y'all.
These shows on my calendar.
Good night. Yeah, these shows be.
You